Good morning. I think we'd all agree that in life some days are easier, some days are harder, and some days are a lot harder. Some days we might feel like we're almost like in a David versus Goliath type battle where there's no way that we can win. Well, guess what? David won because he was faithful and obedient to God, right? And he partnered with God's strength and God made him victorious. Well, today we're celebrating the Feast of the Archangels. And within the angels, there are 9 choirs of angels. And I have them written out here because I can't remember them off the top of my head. So they are, starting with the most powerful, seraphim, then cherubim, then thrones, then dominions, virtues, and powers, followed by principalities, archangels, and angels. And the book of Revelation tells us that in the beginning, when Satan, when the devil, when he said to God, like, I will not serve, right? And he rebelled against God, the book of Revelation tells us that the archangel Michael rose up, that there was this great battle in heaven, and that Michael, right, overthrew the devil and was able to cast him out of heaven, right, and down to earth. So the thing that I want to point out today is that with David and Goliath, which we think is the ultimate underdog story, with David and Goliath, they were both humans. We could essentially say they were of the same choir, right? They're like each other, but that Goliath was just so much bigger and stronger that how could David ever win that? Well, he did with God's help. Yeah, Lucifer, right, the devil, was a seraphim. He's the highest of the choirs of angels. Michael, he's down in the 8th rank. David and Goliath, same rank. So you think about that gap, that difference, like it's like exponential. But Michael was able to overthrow the devil. Why? Because the devil served himself. The devil served his own plan. And the devil, even though he was so powerful, he used his own power. That's what he did. He used his own power, which is limited. And what did Michael do? Michael partnered with God through his love, through his humility, his obedience, his faithfulness. He was an instrument of God's power. He was an instrument of God's love. And what was he able to do? Overthrow the one who was I shouldn't say infinitely more powerful, but close to it, right? This is so much bigger even than David and Goliath, exponentially bigger. And here's the best part of all of it. Not only can you partner with God, but you can call upon St. Michael because he's a saint. And the saints are here for us in our lives. So call upon St. Michael today. Whatever you have to do, no matter how hard life is today, call upon St. Michael. Call upon the Lord. Partner with the Lord. Tell him you're open. Tell him that, yes, you will serve. Partner with God's power today and watch what happens. Have an amazing day, and God bless you.